A lot of rappers still, it seems like, want to be Tupac. They want to have his popularity. They want people to love them like everyone loves him. But why do you think no one's succeeding?
Well, because this is what they fail to realize about Tupac. In order for them to be Tupac, they would have to die before they peaked. Right before they peaked, they would have to die. So if you don't die, you can't do it. Bottom line, if you don't go die, you're not gonna be the next Tupac, because it ain't gonna be the next Tupac. Straight up.
I know that was my dude. I know this both my dudes, and he hung around. It's just, I don't know how that shit got blown out of proportion, but I know I wasn't gonna be in the middle of this shit.
I don't wanna live no more, 'cause I hear death knocking at my front door. I'm living every day like a...
I was sitting next to Big when the lights came on in the Peterson Automotive Museum. Big reached between his legs and gave me a bottle of Dom P and said, "Drink half this shit and bring it back." I'm like, "How the fuck I'm supposed to drink it? Give it to some bitches, nigga. I don't give a fuck." So I got a Polaroid of all of us. I got a Polaroid picture of all of us together. Mm-hmm. It's me, Big, Puff, Stevie J, Jermaine Dupri, Big Gene, all of us together in the Polaroid. It took several Polaroids. Big was on the cane because he had in a car accident with Steve, right? Yeah. So he gave me the bottle. I took the bottle. I started pouring it around. The party was lit. New York was in the house. It was fucking crazy. Everybody yelling, "Show me the money." Jerry Maguire was out. Ace is DJing. Me and Kenny Burns on the mic. It's just so New York up in that motherfucker. It was crazy. So I bring the bottle back. He looked at it. "You drunk half this shit?" And he reached between his legs and pulled out a bottle of Grand Marnier and filled it up and gave it back to me. So they shut it down. The lights come on. I start walking. He's like, "Edwin." I'm like, "What's up, Christopher? You going to Nas's party in the hills?" I'm like, "Yeah, you want to ride with us?" I said, "Nah, I'm good. I got a car." Because every time I went to LA, I was feeling myself. Nigga making some money. I'm getting me a Corvette drop top. It's fucking LA. Why not? Right. So I'm chilling. I got a car. That's the last time I saw him. So I get the call when I'm at the party. Somebody's blowing me up, 911. I have no cell phone. And I call him back and say, "Come to Mount Sinai. Big got shot." It's the last time I saw him alive.
Did you get to see him in the hospital?
No, not at all. Nobody was let into there. Everybody was like out in the emergency area where the trucks come in. Everybody's out there. Everybody's out there. C's comes out and he kicks a garbage can. He started yelling and we knew Big was dead. That shit was just like quiet, descended. And the hurtful thing to me was how LA reacted to it. When you got up the next day and turned on the radio and they was talking about it, like the Poetess was on and she was talking about it, and they were so disrespectful, man. He shouldn't have been his fat ass out here in the first place. He knew what it was. It's war. This is how we get down. I was like, wow.
But why?
Because that's how they felt. They had Pac's back.
Did you ever run into those people later on? And be like,
the people that were calling in?
Nah. No, not the people that was calling in, but like I heard the radio stations was kind of propagating.
No, Poetess. I heard Poetess. She definitely wasn't. She was opening up the line for people to say how they felt. And there was a lot of people.
She wasn't saying that people were calling in.
No, it was the people that was calling in. The majority of the people. Mm-hmm. She was like, "Rest in peace, Big." Big was an incredible artist. The people that was calling in, we opened up the lines. Y'all want to say something? They was being so crazy, mad, disrespectful. Super contrary to where we was at on the radio here when Pac died. Right. When Pac died, everybody felt fucked up.
Yeah.
I heard Angie announce it. I was on my way to the Nas concert. There's a video that's floating around of me telling everybody at the Nas concert that Nas told me, and I can't say that. You go out there and say it. That Pocket died that night. And we felt fucked up. Nobody was like, "Well, that's what the nigga get." Yeah. Nah.
Nobody was doing that.
No, nobody was doing that. And Pac died before Big.
Mm-hmm. But during that time, nobody felt like Biggie or Puff or Bad Boy was responsible for Pac's death.
Nobody in the East Coast.
But they felt that way in the West Coast.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think Big is dead right now because people felt like Big was responsible for Pac. And he definitely wasn't. If you watch the fucking Biggie Tupac shit, that the whole series, I forgot what they did on it. Mm-hmm. You already know. It's right there.
The fight in Vegas.
Yeah, it was. That's what that was about. That had nothing to do with Big. But people felt like that because everybody was so up in arms. Like, you know, you scared to go to LA. My mom's like, get on the first thing come home, get the fuck out of there, because you scared. Everybody, we went back to that hotel and Biggie died. We were scared.
I heard the stories. It was like, yo, people thought Suge was killing everybody.
Yeah, we thought we was next. You don't want to go to get nothing to eat. Like, everybody's trying to change their flights to go home. You in L.A. Fuck whether or not you in Beverly Hills. You still in L.A. You on their territory. So we scared to death, man. I'm like, I get the fuck out of here as quick as I can. Hoodie on, pulled tight on my way to the airport. I ain't want nobody to see me. I was scared.
Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab. I'm in the building, and this is MAKAVELI Media. So Ed Lover just did an interview with HOFFA, right? Dope interview, by the way. And in this interview, he breaks down being with Biggie that night out in LA. Biggie's last night, to be specific. Talks about what happened inside the club. Biggie told him drink the bottle of Moet down to a certain, spot on the bottle halfway. I think he said Biggie wanted to put something else in there. And it was just a live night, right? Then he said he asked Biggie, was Biggie going to Nas's party in the hills later? And Biggie said, yeah. But Ed Lover said he had got himself a drop top. He didn't ride with them dudes, etc., etc. We all know what happened. Horrific night. But what got me is, in the interview, he said he felt like LA blamed Biggie for Tupac's death, and that LA disrespected Biggie after he died. Now, there's two rules of thumb here. First of all, you can't blame a whole city, or you can't blame the state of California, or you can't blame a whole coast, meaning the West Coast, for one or two or a few individuals' actions. You can't do it. I don't think that's a fair assessment, and I don't know if that's what Ed Lover meant, but that's what he said. Can't blame everybody for a few people's actions. That's just common sense. Whether or not Biggie's death was because he was blamed for the Tupac murder, that's another, guess on Ed Lover's part. Because we hear several rumors for reasons that the Notorious B.I.G.'s life was taken. A lot of people thought it was disrespectful for Biggie to be out in L.A. so soon after Tupac's murder and to behave in the manner in which he did. The freestyling stuff he kicked on the airwaves that night, or while he was there. A lot of people felt like that played a part in what happened to Biggie. Until Biggie's case is resolved and somebody's arrested for his murder, we don't know what truly happened and why it truly happened to the Notorious B.I.G. Let's be real. Let's be real. Because Puffy had his own dealings going on out in L.A. It's rumors that it was some unpaid debts he owed out there. Could that be the reason why they took the life of Christopher Wallace? We don't know. Ed Lover also talked about how the Tupac fans called up the radio station and basically was rejoiceful that Biggie lost his life. Well, it was a lot of fans that felt like an eye for an eye. I mean, they were still very emotional about the loss of Tupac. And, kind of felt like Biggie rubbed their nose in Tupac's death, and an eye for an eye. That's just human nature. But looking back at it and, being more mature now, I'm sure a lot of fans probably say, wow, those two brothers didn't deserve to die. and that the situation should have been and could have been handled much differently. But I'm not sure all the people in LA felt like the few fans that called up that radio station that Ed Lover was talking about. Can't paint everybody with a broad brush like that. Just can't do it. I know Ed Lover was close to Biggie and close to Tupac. But whenever you hear him talk, you can still hear like the bitterness of the whole situation. And if they were his friends, then I understand completely. But to me, it just seems like, how can I put this? A lot of cats try to make this whole situation solely Tupac's fault. And we all know that's simply just not true. Tell me what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is MAKAVELI Media. Turn on them post notifications so you be the first ones to get it when I drop that shit. Look down right now. Make sure you gave the video a big thumbs up. Anyway, it's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.